Call the Senate to order. It appears the Sergeant at Arms has secured the chamber doors. Members, please take your seats. Apologize for the delay. We have a bit of a snafu with our technology up here today. So we do not have a screen, so please note the speak button is not working. The speak button is not working today. So, but however, on this on this Wednesday, March 5th, we are so pleased to have Chaplain David Stadler, who is the official Legislative Prayer Caucus taking over this year from Annapolis, Maryland, guest of the distinguished senator from the 35th District. Please rise for the invocation.
Please pray with me. Almighty God, Master of all things in the heavens and on the earth, the visible and the invisible, on this day and in this place, the Senate of the state of Maryland, we humble ourselves before you. We thank you for this beautiful state, its mountains, waters, forests, cities, history, and people. May we be good stewards of all you have gifted us. Your word tells us that there is no authority except from God, and that those in authority have been instituted by you. May we give respect due to those here today who are willing to serve, often at great cost, in terms of family, career, and the burden they carry on our behalf. Today, as the Senate meets, we ask for wisdom, not our natural wisdom, but your divine wisdom. As issues are considered, may we emulate your perfect blend of righteousness, justice, and mercy to the best of our ability, to act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly. And we have confidence that even when we fail, you hold all things together according to your sovereign will and providence. Help us to love and respect our fellow senators. May we listen before we speak and seek to understand all perspectives. May we disagree well in a way that honors you, and may we be quick to forgive each other. And above all, may we remember that each of us is created in your image and worthy of respect. Amen.
Recognizing the senator from the 35th District.
Thank you, Mr. President. As you mentioned, Dave Stadler's taken over this year the Legislative Prayer Caucus. He had some really big shoes to fill, but he's done a wonderful job leading us. We've had Bible study every Wednesday morning, as my friend from Senator from District 6 always reminds us. So we just appreciate the work that you put in, Dave. It's been a great session under your leadership in that prayer caucus, and we thank you for being here today. I'd ask that his remarks and his prayer be journalized, please.
Without objection, we most certainly will journalize the invocation. Thank him for his work. All right, I went a little out of order, if we may. Let's make sure that everybody wants to get paid, so we have to make sure that you check in for the day, right? So if we could call the roll, Madam Clerk.
Mr. President.
All right. Has everyone recorded their presence? If so, the clerk will take the call. With 43 members in the chamber and a quorum being present, the Senate of Maryland is now in session, and we thank again the senator from the 35th who has moved to journalize the invocation from Mr. Chaplain Stadler this morning. So without objection, that will be so ordered. Let's see if we have any introductions today. Actually, we do from the senator from the 43rd, who unfortunately is ill today, but she would love to, by remotely, introduce the wonderful students and faculty who are joining us today from Towson University. So in the balcony behind us, I believe we have Towson. If we could give them a warm Senate welcome. Oh, in front. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Enjoy democracy today. All right, Senator from District 6.
Thank you, Mr. President. As you know, we mentioned every Tuesday we have our Bible study on Wednesdays. And we have a special guest also this morning that has tirelessly, every year, for the past many years, has served us and has given us comforting words. And I would like for you to have the opportunity to just give him a warm welcome. He's the previous chaplain, but he still serves in many ways. And could you give him a warm welcome to Christian Jensen, please? Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate your work with us for these many, many years. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. President, if I could, real quick.
Can we just really briefly,
With all
we have some teams that are
Yes,
joining. Can we have the Minority Leader, Senator from Queen Anne's, recognize him for guests who are joining us? All right, it appears we have our full soccer team, recognizing the Senator from Queen Anne's.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today I have the honor of congratulating the Queen Anne's County High School women's varsity soccer team and coaches Michael Kern and Jeff Anthony, and congratulate them on earning the 2024 2A state championship title. This achievement is particularly special as it represents the team's first ever 2A state championship title. Please join me in celebrating this hardworking and talented group of young women, along with their dedicated coaches, for their incredible achievement. We thank you all for being with us in Annapolis today, celebrating your hard work, and I'd ask if the clerk would please read the resolution.
The clerk will read the resolution in full.
Be it hereby known to all, the Senate of Maryland offers its sincerest congratulations to Queen Anne's County High School girls varsity soccer team. In recognition of winning the 2024 Class 2A Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association State Championship, the entire membership extends its best wishes on this memorable occasion and directs this resolution be presented on this 5th day of March, 2025.
The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President,
Has everyone recorded their vote? If so, the clerk will take the call. To the young women of the Queen Anne's County High School girls varsity soccer team, the Senate of Maryland unanimously celebrates your 2024 Class 2A state championship. Congratulations. Excellent. All right, thank you all so much. Thank you. And keep up the great work on the pitch and in the classroom, both places.
this way, girls.
Right pitch. Yeah. Okay. I had a second. You know, I was doubting myself there for a moment. Yeah. Welcome to Wrexham is going through my head. You know. All right. Yeah. So we have another set of guests. Welcome. Welcome. We will recognize again. There's something in the water in Queen Anne's happening here. Some championship high school athletics happening.
Right.
Recognizing the senator from Queen Anne's.
Thank you again, Mr. President. Additionally, I have the honor of congratulating the Queen Anne's County High School women's varsity wrestling team and their coach, David Stricker, who has made history last March by becoming Maryland's first ever women's wrestling state champions. The groundbreaking achievement is a testament to their hard work and perseverance. They are marking a significant milestone for both the team and the women's wrestling in the state of Maryland. The team had a flawless season, finishing with an undefeated 11-0 record. They also claimed the title of the Maverick Dual Champions, secured an impressive 4th place at the competitive girls Beast of the East tournament, where 63 teams from across the United States competed, and they also emerged as the girls Bayside Conference champions. Please join me in congratulating and recognizing their achievement as the state's first women's wrestling champions. If the clerk could please read the
The
resolution.
clerk will read the resolution in full.
Be it hereby known to all, the Senate of Maryland offers its sincerest congratulations to Queen Anne's County High School girls wrestling team in recognition of winning the 2024 Class 2A Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association State Championship. The entire membership extends its best wishes on this memorable occasion and directs this resolution be presented on this 5th day of March, 2025.
The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President,
Has everyone recorded their vote? If so, the clerk will take the call. To the young student athletes of the Queen Anne's County High School girls wrestling team, congratulations unanimously from the Senate on your 2024 Class 2A Maryland Public Secondary Schools State Championship in women's wrestling. Congratulations. Historic victory. Keep up the great work on the mat and in the classroom. Well done. Great job, coaches. Very good. All right, wonderful. Senator from District 6.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today, we have an opportunity for everybody, if they would like to be a part, right after session in the Neil Room. It is a day of remembrance, and if you would like to have the opportunity to be a part of that, our two chaplains will be there right after session in the Neil Room. So I want to thank Mr. President to have this opportunity to tell everybody, and thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you, Senator. Today after session. Appreciate that. Thank you. Recognize the Vice Chair of Education, Energy, and the Environment.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, I have 3 people in the gallery and 3 people on the floor who are with me today. So first off, if you guys could stand up. Lucas Roca is a constituent and a senatorial scholar in my district. He has been interning with me all year. And with me, shadowing me today, are Idris Kaka and Josiah Parker, proud Terrapins also. All 3 of them are Terrapins. Idris is, hold on, I need my glasses. Idris is working on a BS in marketing. He won a House of Delegates award, and he speaks conversational Swahili and Spanish. Josiah is a USM student regent and started a streetwear clothing brand last year. He's working on an AA and BA, working on his MBA. So really delighted to be spending the day with them.
Welcome.
Yes, let's welcome them first. And then, Mr. President, my 3 colleagues on the floor, I think we all know that in these divisive times, there has been a huge uptick in anti-Asian, anti-Black, anti-gay, anti-everyone, anti-immigrant violence. There has been a huge uptick in anti-Semitic attacks, criticisms, words in social media, in person, in the classroom, and in communities. So today, if you all want to stand, Alan Ronkin, who is the Washington Regional Director of the American Jewish Committee, on whose board I have shockingly served now for 26 years, is joined by Sarah Kuden and Daniel Rosenthal. We had a great meeting with Chancellor Perman, trying to figure out how we can address anti-Semitism in our campuses, on our campuses, and they are just experts and thought leaders. I want to acknowledge that, permission to use the senator's name.
Senator may proceed.
That the co-chair of the Maryland Jewish Legislative Caucus, Senator Hedelman, and Delegate Jared Solomon joined us in this meeting. It was a very open, dynamic exchange so that we can keep Maryland in the way that our governor talks about, just a place where there is no place for hate. We want to be inclusive and welcoming and treat all people with dignity and respect. So Alan, Sarah, Daniel, thank you so much for making the drive to Annapolis, and we know you're rushing back to DC, but thank you for spending a few minutes in the Senate with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for your work. Thank you, Senator. Further introductions before we jump in today. We don't have a lot of work, so we have some, we're not in a rush today. All right. Well, then let's go ahead and get started. So we consider the reading of the journal from the prior legislative day. We will start with a message from the House. The clerk will read the message.
House Bill 249, Delegate Polakovich Carr, Residential Real Property, Local Limits on Summoning Law Enforcement or Emergency Services, Judicial Proceedings.
All right. Bill will be referred to the appropriate standing committee. We have a layover calendar, calendar number 4. Clerk will read the bill.
Senate Bill 618, Senator Smith, Vehicle Laws, Licenses, Identification Cards, and Moped Operators Permits, Notation of Non-Apparent Disability. Question is on the adoption of the 4 committee amendments and the favorable report.
All right, questions on the 4 committee amendments? Any discussion or objection to the amendments? Without objection, the amendments are adopted. Question now is on the amended report. Any discussion? Any objections? Without objection, the amended report is adopted. Recognizing the chair of the committee has an amendment, the pages will collect and distribute the extremely complicated amendment. appreciate the chair's indulgence on this one. If the senator wants to explain the amendment.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Complicated amendment adds the Senate President, you, as the sponsor. Move
Excellent.
the amendment.
All right, senator moves the amendment. Any objections to the amendment? Any objections? Roll call requested. No. Without objection, the amendment is adopted. Are there further amendments? Recognize the senator from District 6 as an amendment.
Yes, I have amendments for that.
Senator, excuse me, pages will collect and distribute the senator's amendment. Senator may explain the amendment.
It's really, really difficult. I'm sorry, Mr. President, but it's an amendment to put me on the bill. Thank you.
Very good. All right, senators move the amendment. Any objections? Without objection, the amendment is adopted. Recognize Chair of the Committee.
Thank you, Mr. President. Before we this bill moves on to third reader, I just wanted to recognize someone in the gallery, if that's okay. If
The
that's
senator may
appropriate time.
proceed.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. Well, in the gallery we have Eric and Linda. Eric, for whom this bill is named after and who have advocated on behalf of this bill, are up here just to witness us work on this piece of legislation. So I wanted to acknowledge them, and if the body could welcome them, that'd be great.
Welcome. Welcome. All right, any further amendments to the bill or its title? Seeing none, Senate Bill 618 is hereby ordered printed for third reading. That does it. The desk is clear. Desk is clear, I know. So although tomorrow is going to be long, we're going to have a long third reading calendar, and we're going to have a bunch of second readers, I think, from committee. So keep that in mind in your scheduling. We also were supposed to be joined by the midshipmen today. The senator from Capital City was going to introduce them, but they are not getting here until 11. So we'll have to, welcome them in absentia. All right. Do we have, let's check with committees. Chair of Finance.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have bill hearings today at 1, no voting today. Thank you.
All right. Education, Energy, and the Environment.
Thank you, Mr. President. Triple E will meet at 1 p.m. We have 18 bill hearings, 144 witnesses.
Oh, my goodness.
So I do encourage members of Triple E keep their questions tight and focused. Thank you, Mr. President.
Fair. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Chair of Budget and Tax.
Thank you, Mr. President. 1 o'clock, bill hearings.
And Judicial Proceedings.
Thank you, Mr. President. Judicial Proceedings Committee will meet today at 1 p.m. for bill hearings, followed by a voting session.
Excellent. It's Rules Committee.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. The Rules Committee will meet at 9:45 tomorrow before session. 9:45 in the Red Room before session tomorrow. Thank you.
9:45. Rules will. Notice of the bills that are on the list will be sent tonight. Is that correct, Senator?
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
Okay, great. So 9:45. If you get the notice, please make sure you're.
Yes,
Yeah.
and will be posted. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank
you. All right. Yes, Senator from District 1.
Thank you, Mr. President. Hopefully this is the appropriate time. Members of the body, there is a district night tonight, District 1, at the Maryland Inn from 6 to 8. Hopefully you'll come over and meet some of the people from Appalachia, Maryland, who graciously want to come and listen to what you have to say. So please come on over. And we understand we're going to be also celebrating my twins' special day, a good senator from Montgomery County, but I think somebody's going to make that announcement in a
I think
second.
that is true, and we look forward to celebrating this evening. Senator, where was it tonight?
At the Maryland Inn, sir.
Maryland Inn. Very good. Excellent. Thank you. All right. On that note, let's check with the co-chair of the Protocol Committee.
Since we have time, Mr. President, we can enjoy this moment. There's a lot of celebrations going on today, but we've got 2 special announcements today to make from the Protocol Committee. And the first, these are birthday announcements and permission to use the senator's
Senator
name.
may proceed.
The first, we're celebrating, colleagues, join me in celebrating Senator Mike McKay on his birthday today.
Happy birthday.
And then, yeah, we're not going to stop there. It's going to be a wild Wednesday, so permission to use the senator's name.
Senator may proceed.
Colleagues, please join me in wishing Senator Ben Cramer on his birthday today. And the protocol committee wants everyone to celebrate, but to be safe.
Excellent. That's right. That's right. It's birthday twin flames here. Yes, Senator from District 1.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to be, as a twin of being the eye candy of the Senate, I would just like to speak on behalf of my colleague. It's a joyous day, and thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you,
Wonderful.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, anything else for the good of the order? Yes, Senator from the 27th.
Thank you, Mr. President. Prince George's delegation, 6 o'clock in the Neal Conference Room, 6 o'clock.
Excellent. Baltimore County?
No, Maryland Legislative Jewish Caucus has a meeting tomorrow morning in the Cade Room at 9 o'clock, I think. Check your email.
9 o'clock-ish.
I believe 9 o'clock-ish.
All right, Senator from the 28th?
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. President. Black Caucus will be tomorrow morning at 8:30 in the Baltimore City Room.
Wonderful. 8:30. Any further announcements? Any further announcements? If not, let's do a quorum call.
Mr. President?
Has everyone recorded their presence? If so, the clerk will take the call. With 43 members in the chamber and a quorum being present, the Senate of Maryland remains in session, recognizing the Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the Senate of Maryland stand adjourned until Thursday, March 6th at 10 a.m.
Without objection, so ordered. Stay safe. Have a wonderful day, everyone.